going to take off the back panel here. Oh. The motors already have wires heading that way up to the switch. Oh, okay. So the second pump here is for the spray hose. So that'll have to come up out of here and come up out of this tube here, I think. Yep. The electrical will go in there. Yeah, this is the pump wiring, because one down there is labeled with red tape, one's labeled with blue tape, and then you got a common green ground between them. Well, it looks like, you know, past the leveling part and stuff like that. Got a little out of sequence because I didn't have the mill bolted to the stand and stuff like that. But anyway, so the next thing up is wiring the coolant pump. Now this is going to be a little different because this is the new stand. So we're going to kind of have to just figure it out. So they talk about the electrical control panel having to swing this out of the way. And I think I might, just because I want to get in the back there and see what there is to see, if anything. Because normally this wiring wouldn't be there, okay? And so they're telling you to open this up and everything so you can get the wiring in there and get it up in and hook up the coolant pumps and stuff like that. But you know, the wiring is already connected up there, so I don't have to worry about that. But out of curiosity, well, I can do that at any time. I don't have to worry about doing it right now. When I start putting the guards on and stuff like that, then I have to worry about where I put things. You know, whether or not I can open that up or not. So let's work on the pump wiring. And the pumps are in the back, but the two cables that go to the pump go up toward the switch. So let's take this side panel off and get an idea what's where. Okay. Cool, but let's get down here and take a look. This is what I'm looking at through the side panel there. So red and blue, you know, they're marked and labeled there, so I need to hook up the wires to the bottom side of the junction there, terminal block, terminal strip. I'm not going to be able to see that until I pull the camera out. And then there's the two holes here. I'm not quite sure what those are for, because the threaded hole back there, the top one, you know, it lays on top of this shelf, so there's no reason for the wiring to go under it. The shelf doesn't come all the way back, so as soon as I put it in, it dropped down and went under the shelf. So okay, well, that's too tight on there for me to loosen up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some twist in there and then put it into the threads. So that as it threads in, it takes that twist out. I still need to do some more because now that's right where it wants to be. Well, let's loosen that up a little bit. Ow! Oh, even with knee pads, don't kneel on the oiler hoses. I found a couple of these others loose. You know, and I'll snug them up as I go. So what I just did was I loosened that up enough to let it spin on the rest of the conduit there. So that way I can get it mounted in here without getting it all twisted up. There's a rubber O-ring on there. All right, I think that's good to go. Wheel, kind of a weird angle. Got the camera set up on a piece of styrofoam. Okay, so looks like there's 2 connectors per color. Only gonna need the one for the green. Well, let's see if my screwdriver works. Yep, that ought to work. As long as I'm here, I'm just making sure that what's already in there is tight. Almost enough wire. It looks like it could have gone down and come back up through those holes. But oh, let's get pretty close. These might be close enough. Reds first, so let's try them. Well, they're already tinned. Okay, I backed it out there to make sure it had plenty of room to go in. Nice and tight. Give it a tug. Let's just go ahead and back some of these others out a little bit so they should go right in to start with. And oh, you guys, that's almost too low, isn't it? Well, that'll give you a rough idea if I can stay out of the picture enough. Okay. Got it up in the... Alright, a little wiggle there, and it, you can feel it go up past the edge of the connector where it was grabbing. Alright, that one's in. Oh! Physical pain. A little bit more outside noise today. I'm waiting for the mail carrier to come along so I can ship a priority box without having to drive down to the post office. Okay, one more. And I loosened up the outside one. No particular reason, just give it a little bit more gap there. Okay, I like that. Let's just tuck those up in there. Okay. As for this, I could clip it. I don't know that I'm going to bother with it. I'm just going to twist it off with the needle nose, and what that does is that leaves a fairly soft point there instead of a really sharp one left by wire cutters.